call Nick Sirianni in and go.
And then dismiss him from your office.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh my God. Burnt the side of my face.
Burnt the side of my face.
All right, what was the next one, Bill? Because another one happened. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, September 25th, 2024, years after zero, 7:08 Pacific Standard. We like to call it Western time over here. And this is episode 45 of the press conference. Quick update. Bryce Just Hand Jones is officially 2-0 in the Power Slap House. And we need that bald fuck Dana to call him for a third fight.
Yeah. Go tune in the clinch to watch the interview with him.
Yes, in the clinch last episode, we did an interview with him. He's a Power Slap fighter.
Is that his last fight on it?
Yes.
So there you go.
Go 2-0 and you have to wait for a call. I mean, I don't know. Guess this is Biden's America.
That's weird to me with the with the slap fight house, like, because the way it's designed and the way I thought it was like the Ultimate Firehouse. So I thought if you win, you're in.
Pretty simple fucking concept, you think?
Yeah, like, hey, it's not, well, you win and then they see if they call you back. What?
Yeah,
I
know the sport's growing, so I'm being an asshole. I'm kidding, but at the same time, if there's another heavyweight apparently, and it's like that made it out of the house too. It's like Bryce will fucking fight him. Go for it. He'll fight him right here on the press conference if needed. Yeah, I'm upset that, like, what was it, the first Ultimate Fighter when Forrest Griffin and his opponent got signed? And,
Stephen Bonner?
So yeah, Stephen Bonner.
I thought it was Stephen Boner.
Nope.
Okay.
I thought Stephen Bonner played for the Spurs.
Yeah, he did.
Was that Matt Bonner?
Matt Bonner.
Matt Bonner was the fighter. Stephen Boner was the Spurs player.
I think so, too.
Cool.
How much are you willing to throw down?
I'll get a stupid tattoo on my forearm of like 3 dogs and...
He's such an asshole.
So which one was the fighter?
Stephen.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, who was the fighter?
Stephen.
Yeah.
So you're wrong.
I was saying it was Stephen.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You said it was Matt.
No, I said Stephen.
Then why would we just say Stephen?
Right.
Because you saw my face and you knew.
Oh.
I can just play this back. Don't worry.
Go ahead.
Oh, play it back. Tape don't lie.
What were we even saying?
We were talking about...
So Ultimate Fighter, it's like, if you win, you get signed to the UFC, you get a contract. And he was like, matter of fact, the guy who lost is getting signed too. It's like, well, the guy who just won the slap fight thing isn't even getting signed to the slap fight. So
yeah. So what the fuck are we doing?
You can't just willy-nilly a fucking tournament. You know what I mean? You win the tournament, you win.
Yeah.
You're in.
And like I said,
get money, get something.
Another guy's the same weight. Bryce will take him on.
It is what it is.
Second fight was a dog fight. Week 4, recap of college football we're going to run down, and then look into week 5. We will recap.
I will say, sorry, that reel got 1.8 million views on slap fight thing.
Bryce's?
Yeah. Like, every single one does get 1 million. Like, you could look up on Instagram, you could go to the reels, and you could see the viewership. That was like 1-something million. Their top one has like 297 million.
Yeah. I mean, Dana's just got Chinese kids just watching over and over again.
Bryce is probably massive in China right now.
No idea. He will go into China and be fucking God.
Yeah.
But today's show, recap week 4 of college, look into week 5, preview it, recap week 3 of the NFL, preview week 4. I don't think we have anything other sports-wise to talk about. We might come up with something, do we?
I mean, look, we wrote here WNBA playoffs and MLB playoffs. We'll just tell you that they start on October 1st. Otani's hooping, Judge is hooping. Judge has a home run in 3 straight games.
We will pick a World Series winner now based off of the playoffs.
Dodgers. WNBA playoffs, literally had no idea they were going on. Was in the barbershop. It says Asia Wilson, first half 8 points, second 21. She bounced. I was like, of game 1. I was like, game 1 of what? And my barber was like, oh yeah, the playoffs started. And I was like, oh, okay.
Good to know. Now I still won't watch.
There's a couple playing against each other. Like, they're dating each other and they're playing against each other. I don't know if I like that.
Are they good looking?
Oh, God, no.
Well, then I don't care.
Yeah, lesbian couples have the highest rate of domestic violence.
Yeah, and divorce, I think. Never mind.
I must be Mexican because I don't trust what a hoe say.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Guy's just fucking an idiot. Week 4, real quick for...
I think the lowest percentage of domestic violence is gay.
2 men.
But we're irrational, you know? What do we know?
Yeah. They're not very violent creatures, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, obviously.
Just could be their nature. But, yeah.
Speaking of nature, I saw a dog walking over here, and it's like putting its head through the thing,
It was
barking at
almost
me.
trying to come through the thing.
Yeah.
It was the same thing happening.
I have a issue because I'm like, I'm a human. You know, obviously, that's a dog that's a lot smaller than me.
It's a small dog, too.
I kind of wish it would have got through because I'm like, do you not understand? Like, you're sitting here barking at me. I will fucking, I would kick that thing and it would be.
This is my problem. This is why I don't like dogs. Okay? Eric's going to do. Billy was telling me those don't never grow back when you do that.
What does he know?
I don't think he knows much, but I believe them.
You understand your hairline would be back to here at this point, probably.
Yeah, probably. It probably would. Maybe I said to him, maybe it would be up to here.
Maybe
if he
Paul
never,
George.
Yeah. Anyway, what I don't like when I'm whatever fear of dogs here is I don't want to kill your dog, but if that dog were to get through, I would have no choice. I wouldn't just go, oh, maybe nice dog. I would kick the fucking dog.
If it's barking and running at me.
It was barking, like trying to get through the fucking gate.
Yeah, it was like pushing its head through.
If it got through, it's getting sent.
Yeah.
Some lady would come out, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's called put your dog inside.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know he'd get through the gate. Well, I didn't know he wasn't going to bite me or not, or whatever. He might have AIDS. I'm going to send that dog to fucking Pakistan with this kick.
Yeah. I'm not going to risk and hope, like you said, because
Seriously.
You don't know, and then all of a sudden you're missing 2 fingers and your whole life is
Now,
fucked.
if that's like a German Shepherd or a Pit Bull, I'm jumping on the nearest car. But, like...
Depends. If you're in the middle, like, if you kick a dog, this is a tip for everybody. Hit a dog in the stomach area. In the head, that doesn't really mess them up, but if you hit them, like, if they go to jump on you and you hit them, like, if they jump on you like this and you hit them here, they're going to run off. Something with there is very sensitive. Very sensitive.
I'll kick a dog straight in the head.
It won't do you any good.
Oh, it's going to do me some good.
I don't think so.
Next episode, we'll line a dog up, get one of Bill's dogs,
Yeah.
and I'll kick
We'll
it
get
as
Darla
hard
in
as I
here.
can in the head.
Not
We'll see
grim.
what it does.
We'll get Darla in here.
And you tell me that didn't do a thing to it.
Yeah, that thing would be
I
stuck to that
remember
wall.
someone was telling me they were playing catch with a dog at a house.
Yeah.
And they missed it and hit the... It might not be good for the show, but it hit the corner of the table and it was just slumped over for the rest of the day. So I reckon the dog...
No, they took it to the vet and someone was driving and they looked in the rearview mirror and the dude was choking the dog. So
Who was in the passenger seat?
I'm not going to tell you.
The dog owner.
And the owner of the dog came
Oh!
home, and he was holding the dog up, making bark noises. So she would believe it was some kid.
Those fuckers are sick, bro. All right, let's get into some sports talk, huh? So week 4 of college happened. Friday night, Illinois beat Nebraska 31-24. I'm really impressed with the Patrick Mahomes Jr. kid. His brother, I guess, just committed to Nebraska. He looks just like Jackson
It's
Mahomes.
so crazy.
His hair and everything looks like Patrick Mahomes.
That's cool though that he
needs to relax a little bit with the look.
I think he could be. I think he's a junior, so I think when Dylan's in his final year, he'll be a freshman, and he's currently a 3-star quarterback. So he'll have 1 year to kind of learn from his brother and from Matt Rule and everything like that. Maybe he'll turn into basically Dylan, but that Dylan kid is fucking good.
I'll make a prediction. By the time that Dylan dude leaves, they'll be in the college football playoff.
I agree with that prediction. I also want to make another prediction. When he leaves, he'll be the number 1 overall pick.
Maybe he's good.
He actually is good.
He is good.
And here's the thing:
number 1 pick.
I'm not so much of a hater of him as people are with his impersonation of Mahomes, because when you think about it, think about when we were in high school. Say you're a quarterback and you're actually a top quarterback in the nation, and you're 14 years old, and Mahomes is winning Super Bowls and MVPs, and he's got the flash, and everyone's talking about him. You would want to be Mahomes.
Yeah.
And you would everyone impersonates
someone.
Yeah, like Kobe, like kind of with MJ. Like he's not impersonating him, but he's copying his style and trying to improve on it.
It's just for me the pregame where he jumps and does the same thing Mahomes
That's
does.
what I was just
wearing the headband, the
He was
glasses.
also 18 years old.
But that's what I'm saying. People are like, this kid's weird. It's like, we're 25, 26, 20, 30. It's weird to us because why would you copy whatever?
Maybe he's in love with him.
He could be in love with
Which I have no problem with either. Why are you laughing?
I mean,
No, what's funny about that?
technically,
I'm just
they would have,
saying.
Well, yeah.
No, I love.
if they dated, they'd have a lesser risk of domestic violence.
Yeah, but probably
Patrick
Mahomes
and
with
Brittany.
that bitch he has. I'm just
I would-
something funny about him maybe being homosexual.
No, I don't think so. I'm just saying.
You're laughing. I'm not laughing.
I don't like that. It's just because Mahomes is 30 and he's 18. I don't like that.
You know, like what?
That Mahomes is trying to fuck that kid.
Oh yeah, I think he's a piece of shit. They shouldn't let him play in the NFL anymore. Be Josh Allen's AFC. I'll tell you that much.
That's true. You ever heard of Josh Allen trying to bang an 18-year-old at Nebraska?
Nope.
Okay. He's
He doesn't have to
dating
ask.
someone fine as fuck too, Josh Allen.
Yeah. Someone told me that was maybe going to fuck him up.
I can't lie.
He's been the best quarterback this year.
No, he has. But I was going to say, like, I love, I'm all about love. But if I was dating a girl and I was in love with her and I wanted everything with her in high school and college, and then I became the best quarterback and the most famous man
I'd have
in
to
America,
think about it.
And she looked how she looked, listen, babe, I love you, but, like, come on.
Okay, what if she looked how she looked, but she was just, your balls couldn't be more empty? We could have a conversation at that point, huh? We could sit down
We'll talk about that on clickbait. Next time we do clickbait.
Yeah. But anyway, Nebraska.
Sorry.
Nebraska's not undefeated anymore.
But I was gonna say I don't mind him like he. And here's the thing, it works. Like he throws like Mahomes and he fucking plays like Mahomes.
Oh no, I don't care about the play style.
But I'm saying the walking in with the Oakleys, the pregame exact thing, the number 15, the this.
15 is for Tim Tebow allegedly.
That's what he says. But come on, and all this and that, like it's a bit much. But also let's see how when he's 22 and he's coming out to draft and let's see if he's doing all that same shit.
I hope he gets drafted first overall and says, I only did this to get drafted first. I actually hate that dude and I'm coming to win everything he does. And he shaves his head Nazi bald.
Yeah.
Runs the league.
And that's another thing. He has the same haircut, doesn't he?
No, he does.
That's all a little weird.
That's what I said. A lot of the mannerisms and shit. It wouldn't be that weird if he didn't actually look like him.
Yeah.
Like if I did that, it'd be like, I mean, you don't have curly hair. But it's like, I mean.
Fat and white.
Yeah. Right, like he's kind of fat, honestly. He's a little chunky.
So is Mahomes, to be honest.
Yeah. What do you think you are?
Better than them.
Yeah, well.
I'm in better shape than Patrick Mahomes. You've seen his body.
Danny, shut the fuck up.
He has your tits and my legs.
Better shape than Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
You're barely the best
Look up his body
person
right
in
now.
this room.
Yeah.
Like barely.
Right. That's thanks to Billy. You know that.
Patrick. I mean, anytime you want to do some cardio conditioning.
I would love to. You had Eric comes in here every day and has 7 Starbursts and half a bucket of goldfish. And because he could run when he was 17, he thinks that he still's got it 10 years later.
Well, what I have that you don't is heart. You're a goddamn quitter.
You're not going to have much of one in 10 years when it explodes.
You're a lazy quitter.
It's not great, is it?
No, it kind of looks like yours, honestly.
Let me see. No, get the fuck out of here.
I guarantee you he lifts more than you in every category.
I don't think, but I think he's honestly, dudes like that don't get injured. You know what I mean? Like you always see like, oh, this guy added 8 pounds of muscle and they'll post and he's like shredded and shit, and then he's out for 7 games. You know what I mean? The guys, dudes like that who drink 12. I heard he can fucking slam them too. I heard Mahomes can slam him. Andrew Santino was like, dude, he came to both my shows. He stayed for the 7 o'clock and the 9 o'clock show. He probably had over 18 beers and he was chilling. And then they went to the club that night and he was drinking. He was like, he can fucking slam him. Dudes like that don't get hurt. Like John Daly said, you can't pull fat. You can pull muscle, you can't pull fat. So
yeah, I mean, I don't, especially with the way quarterbacks are now. Like, who gives a fuck? He can move well enough to get them first downs and shit. So I don't.
Mobility's important.
You don't have to look like fucking.
Mobility's important. I want to say he has like the most 3rd and 10 plus conversions.
Who's a jacked QB?
The absolute shredded. Sure hurts.
Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, yeah, but
I'm just kidding.
You got something going on here.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
I mean, he can squat 600. I imagine he's fucking pretty jacked.
I'm just saying, no quarterback's really like
shredded,
like a fucking monster. Like Josh Allen's a big fucker,
but he's not like probably Dak. Dak's a big dude.
Yeah,
looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah, he looks like he's got some muscle. I'm just saying, like most of the quarterbacks, like Aaron Rodgers is old. Like he's literally his body looks like it's deteriorating.
I mean, you don't have to be like Ben Roethlisberger.
Tua looks like absolute shit.
You could easily at any point have thrown Ben Roethlisberger at left guard.
Yeah, Eli Manning looks fucking horrible,
and the face isn't great either.
Peyton's a skinny fuck.
Those
big
guys,
long neck fucker.
Yeah, no, you don't need that.
No, Tom Brady was disgusting.
No, Tom Brady was in great shape.
Not at his combine pick. He looked like he should have been playing long snapper.
But now, even now, he looks,
yeah,
I'm sure, tremendous.
Yeah. Wonder if he keeps this shit shaved or.
But that's the thing. I was gonna actually wanted to have a whole conversation about the about mobility with quarterbacks, but we don't have to get into that right now.
I mean,
I basically was gonna say, like the formula right now, if you have a running quarterback, is try to force him to run, get in that college offense. They're trying to do this. I think the ideal offense is like the Kubiak one, where you got the stretch, you got the boot, play action, you live through that. Even if you have Lamar Jackson, you should still try to run that offense and let him utilize his legs as need be, and
those
implement
offenses are unstoppable.
Implement like yes, use his running style, his running ability, but don't force runs down their throat, and don't run that shit offense they run from the gun all the time and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if the Lions can protect Jared Goff. That's what I was gonna say. The fact that he's only been sacked 5 times this year. If Jayden Daniels was back there, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, Josh Allen, they could seriously get 0 sacks in a season.
Yeah. Jared Goff will not be the MVP this year either.
No, it doesn't look like it.
No.
Looks
The
like
Texans had the worst running game last year, but still the best play action game.
Yeah, that's
There
how
you
that
go.
works.
Josh Allen should be MVP as of right now.
Allen's for sure.
There's some
MVP.
arguments where, obviously Sam Darnold, he's the only quarterback in the NFL with multiple passing touchdowns all through 3 weeks.
Andy Dalton.
And y'all could be MVP. This is what I don't like about the NFL. Honestly, I feel like at the end of this year, we might be having the same conversation, but definitely last year. If there's ever been a non-quarterback MVP year, it was last year. Could be this year as well.
Depending on if Josh Allen's
playing like this, then yeah, MVP.
Because I think if you heard him after the game, he's like, nobody on this team
They're just basically saying fuck
needs the
Stephon
ball.
Diggs.
Like, no one on this team needs the ball. Like, everyone's okay with the role. Everyone just
no
wants to
one
win.
cares about their individual stats.
Yeah, including
Keon
himself.
Coleman, they took him in the first round. He hasn't been like, hey, make sure you throw it to him.
No.
His first catch was in week 3 for a touchdown.
Yeah,
And they're 3-0.
And they're 3-0. Like I said, the Texans maybe got a little better because of Diggs and they added another weapon.
Talent-wise.
But
They
I saw
looked too good last week.
You know what I saw the other day? It said the only Stephon Diggs was probably happier than shit because in that I guess he had a good statistical game and scored their only touchdown or something. And like he was probably thrilled. He had a good game. I mean, they lost 34-7.
Yeah, he's Carmelo.
He scored a touchdown, so why would he doesn't?
It's our first loss of the season, but whatever, fuck it.
Well, I think they have 2 now, don't they?
No, he's
Oh no, they're 2-1. Sorry. Like I said,
they're not going to win the Super Bowl.
no. It's the Chiefs or the Bills out of the AFC.
It could be the Vikings out for the NFC though. B-Flow has them boys moving. They're leading the league in sacks.
The NFC is wide open. Oh no, he had 10 catches for 94 yards. So
What
he had-
3-0
oh,
team?
shit.
What 3-0 team has beat the best teams?
Probably the Vikings.
Easily the Vikings, the Niners, and the Texans the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the Niners were all hurt.
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
Still the Niners.
No, of course. But the NFL, it's going to come down to week 19, week 20, week 21, and we're going to fucking put the ball between the dotted lines, and we're going to see who's healthy enough and if anyone can sack up to Mahomes.
Right.
Is what we're going to do.
But that like the guys who don't care about the stats and this and that, that's the formula the Chiefs have been running for the last 2 Super Bowls. I mean, you had to force the ball down A.J. Brown's throat, didn't you, Eagles? You had to force it to Stephon Diggs, didn't you, Bills? Rashee Rice, like he's a great player and he's been playing great, but like it's not been a situation where it's like, well, we have to throw him the ball 15 times a game.
Yeah, it's got even Kelsey. People are making a deal out of him, but like he doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't give a shit. He even just said he just came out and said on his podcast, I don't care about individual stats. I care about winning, and we're 3-0.
Why would he care about individual stats?
He has them all. He already has them all.
It doesn't matter anyway. Why he doesn't? He has. You know what he has? I have 3 Super Bowl rings.
I have 3
played
Super Bowl
sport
rings.
with 11 guys
His
on each
contract
side.
is ridiculous, and his girlfriend, whatever, is worth $500 million. He's like, I'm 34. Like, what the fuck do you want?
And you got guys like, obviously ESPN guys, cool, you make $200,000 a year or whatever, but you got guys making fucking $20 an hour. Like, this guy sucks. It's like, bro, you have never accomplished anything.
The thing is that ESPN summed up Dan Orlovsky shows a throw that he could have never made in his career.
Yeah, and then he talks like, and all these guys talk about these quarterbacks, like the Mel Kiper thing on Pat McAfee when they were like, Tone Diggs was like, maybe he's saying that the defenses should change because all these quarterbacks you said were going to be good actually suck and can't throw the ball whatsoever. And it's like, yeah, man.
Instead of Jimmy Clausen as a Hall of Fame quarterback, he'll retire.
Go ahead and retire, pal.
Me too. Jimmy Clausen isn't a Hall of Famer. That guy, he had no shot.
He was
real quick through college. USC lost to Michigan. Really good game for USC. That quarterback going into Michigan and playing like that. He had a pick 6, but that defense is real, and he played very well.
The pick 6 was bad, but also like it's
his
college.
coach is a fucking idiot.
His coach is a fucking idiot. It's college. If Mahomes does that, you're like, what the fuck? That kid, it's like, yeah, he's a college player, but he is very good. His arm talent.
No, he's very good. Utah beat Oklahoma State, which will hopefully knock Oklahoma State behind Notre Dame, like later on in the season, obviously. Because these rankings and shit, it's cool, but it's when the college football committee comes out, right? They're still doing that. That's all that matters.
That's like people talk about the coach's polls. Like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything anymore?
Tennessee beat Oklahoma in a pretty good game, actually. Tennessee, I think they're gonna make some noise this year.
That coach is good. They always have a fucking quarterback there, man.
Yeah, they do.
Who'd they have? Hooker, and then they had
Milton,
and now they have this
Bazooka Joe.
Nico kid.
Yeah, Amaliva. Is that his name?
Something like that.
I think
It's
it's a Missouri.
IOM something.
Might be him. Week 5 preview, Fresno State and UNLV. I mean, the only reason I think we're even talking about this game is because their quarterback came from Holy Cross, I think, and was told he'd get $100,000, and they didn't hold up their end of the bargain.
You know what Holy Cross's record was last year?
12-0.
12-1.
Fuck.
You know what it was the year before? 13
11.
games.
12-1.
10-3.
Who's their coach?
I don't know. But that kid had over 1,000 rushing yards in both those years.
The quarterback?
Yep.
What's the record this year?
UNLV's 3-0.
No, Holy Cross.
No idea.
No, this guy came from Holy Cross, I
Yeah.
think, and he's leaving. Sluka.
That's what I'm saying.
He started?
Yes.
Oh, so he was starting.
He's 3-0. He's fully. No,
I don't know
UNLV's
anything about the situation.
He's fully UNLV's quarterback. He's
and now
3-0.
he's saying fuck off.
He has he's the leading rusher for UNLV.
Let's get it together, pal.
Yeah. He's the leading rusher for UNLV. He has 6 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. He's the leading rushing touchdown guy. He's a runner, running quarterback. At Holy Cross, it was successful. At UNLV, it's successful so far. First 3-0 starts since 1984. He said, I was supposed to get $100,000 coming from Holy Cross to here. Haven't got it. They haven't made any effort to do it, so I'm redshirting and I'm transferring. And the backup's coming in. The backup looks good, too, though, so we'll see.
Wow. Interesting stuff here.
I believe the backup's also a transfer.
How are we doing over here, Bill?
Sorry. Holy Cross, they are...
Or try to clean them out? Is that a possibility or no?
Holy Cross is 1-2.
Oh, well, apparently they needed this guy.
2-2. Wait. Honestly, I don't even know. Where the fuck is this?
They don't have it on ESPN?
Holy Cross is hard to find. 1-2 is correct.
Or hard school they could keep track of, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, 1-3. So you go from 12-1, lose your quarterback, and now you're 1-3.
You think they have $100,000 laying around to offer him?
Yeah.
Louisville plays Notre Dame, and what I think we will all agree on, I'll just put it this way, this is Notre Dame season, right? Like every game is, I guess, but this is a team that it's like if you lose to Louisville, like if they would have won all these games and lost to Louisville, it'd be like, top 15 team, so you got to take your Louisville beat us last year, so
yeah, they did.
But every game's for our season, but when you look at 15, line it up across 16, it obviously has a little more weight to it. Oklahoma State and Kansas State, a little Big 12 shootout. Are they in the Big 12 not a thing anymore? How did that happen? What happened here? Where are these guys playing?
I don't know, dude. I'm looking up.
What are you looking up? The athletic director of fucking...
Yeah. The current... Oh, my God.
Oh, my.
Holy Cross, when they had that record, guess who their coach is coaching now?
UNLV.
No, they're undefeated.
What a fucking twist of events that would be.
They're an undefeated team. If the college football playoff based off the rankings were to go right now, they'd be in the college football playoff.
Tennessee.
James Madison.
Oh. Holy fuck.
This guy might be the best coach of all time.
Yeah, they put up 100 points on North Carolina.
Yeah.
Bob
Chesney is his name.
Where the fuck are these guys playing? Did the Big 12 disband?
No.
Oh, all right.
Baylor, Iowa State, Kansas State, Texas Tech,
Oklahoma
West
State.
Virginia, Kansas, Oklahoma State, TCU, Cincinnati, UCF, Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, Missouri, and University of Nebraska Lincoln.
Is that
Utah Utes and BY Cougars, it says too.
Yeah. Yep.
BYU's good too. They have a good game coming up this week as well.
Do they?
Yeah, BYU's playing somebody.
Good for them.
I saw a thing that BYU has a Jewish quarterback.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's a Mormon school.
And then the guy was holding up his T-shirt that said the quarterback that said #BYJew.
I like that. BYU is at Baylor.
Oh, nice.
They're 4-0, ranked 22. Baylor's 2-2, and they're -3.5. Baylor.
Okay, good to know. Ohio State at Michigan State. I mean, Ohio State should run away with that. The big game will knock out Illinois at Penn State. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if Illinois wins.
I've looked at a lot of these. Like, if you look at the SEC schedule and whatnot, like look at Oklahoma's last 9 games. Holy hell!
Yeah.
In the last 8, they played 5. They play 5 of the top 7, and then they play LSU to finish it off. What the fuck? How did Ohio State get this schedule? Akron, Western Michigan, Marshall, Michigan State. Finally, okay, Iowa, Oregon, Nebraska, Penn State. I guess it heats up right there, huh?
Mm-hmm. I just think that people say shit about the SEC, but it is very good conference.
It's the best.
Sorry.
And Bama, Georgia this week. God damn.
So that was the last one. Bama.
I like Bama in that.
Georgia comes into Bama. Let me pull up some numbers here for you. I don't think Kirby Smart has lost a game to what was the stat? I mean, they haven't lost a game outside of a regular season game in fucking 3 years. So,
Right.
Either way, they dominate everybody. Georgia is -2. Fuck, man. Kalen DeBoer doesn't lose games either, just in general. Kind of early for this game in the season, I reckon, but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I think both of these teams, the loser, if it's how I think the game will go, will both be top 10 after the game anyway.
No, for sure.
Yeah, right. If Georgia beats them 72-0,
Then you probably got to consider that Bama's not top 10.
Yeah, but I'm saying
That's not going to happen.
It's probably going to be a
28 to 27.
between 7 and like 17-point game, and I think
it'll be between a 1 and 7 point game.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's what the spread. That's what the spread would indicate. But a lot of weird games. This like Stanford and Clemson. Is Stanford in the ACC now? I think they are.
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
This whole shit is fucked. We probably should know this. But
the Pac-12 has 2 teams.
Yeah, it's fucking.
They have 7 now.
Yeah, well, they added people
to join.
The UNLV, one of them?
Not yet.
That would be cool.
Stanford's in the ACC.
Yeah, Stanford's in the ACC. Think about that.
The Atlantic Coastal Conference. So
Yeah.
the Atlantic Coastal, Stanford, which is like what, San Francisco area,
Yes, Northern California.
is in the Atlantic Coastal Conference.
I mean, the Pac-12 is just Oregon State and Washington State.
Yeah. But they've had some 5 shit teams agreed to join them up, so that's good.
Yeah.
They've had
Maybe Boise is the best one, but I don't think Boise is leaving. UNLV's in there for the top.
Boise State agreed to
Boise.
Boys just said, hey, all the good teams left, we're in.
Let's go.
Count us in.
Come on. We'll get that later.
Utah State University,
Utah State, huh?
San Diego State, Colorado State, Fresno State, and that's it. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you throw UNLV, it's not a horrible conference. But I mean, come on.
One last thing.
It's not what it was.
Before we leave college, the end of that Colorado game was fucking bananas.
Yeah, it was. Hail Mary catch.
The play before, they should have caught the Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they didn't, and then Shador threw a fucking bomb, and then Travis Hunter punches the ball out inside the 1-yard line when the guy's running in.
Sure is a fucking cannon. Travis Hunter's the best player in college football.
Yeah, if you play both, let's use the Shohei Ohtani of college. He plays both ways.
I honestly think he could be the best college player in our lifetime. Not crazy.
Reggie Bush was in your lifetime.
I know Reggie Bush.
How many tackles he make on defense, asshole?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
How many interceptions?
This guy gets 140 receiving yards and a touchdown
Does he
a game.
return at all?
He should.
I was thinking, imagine he was a kick and punt return too.
I mean,
There's a certain point, it's like fucking take a snap off.
There's been guys that play like both sides of the ball, but there's never really been a guy who gets 140 receiving yards a game and a touchdown. You're going, if you just take him at wide receiver, he's going first round. He's also a lockdown corner. If you just take him at corner, he's going first
Probably
round.
a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
If he's a wide receiver, I would take him like 28th overall. If he's a corner, I'd probably take him 5th overall.
Yeah, you're dumb if you don't use him at both. I don't care what anybody says.
And people are like, well, it's different when you're getting hit by NFL players and this and that. It's like, I don't give a shit.
They don't play every
Do
play
this until
anyway.
he's 27, and then when he's 27, go, all right, dude, you've taken hits till you're 27.
Yeah, at that point, play receiver because you got to be fucking really fast to be a corner.
Right.
Chasing fast guys.
Mhm.
Just kind of how the job goes.
And then you retire at 31.
I did want to go back on a statement that I went back on after going back on one last week. The Patriots are the worst team in the NFL.
Yes. No.
With Andy Dalton, the Panthers are better than them. And I think after a couple weeks, if the Patriots are losing a game by even 7 points, 10 points in the second half, and they have to throw the ball, they have no fucking chance of coming back in that game.
Oh, no, it's bad.
Absolutely no fucking chance. That offense can't. I mean, Ramondre Stevenson. It sucks because in fantasy, you don't want to take guys like Ramondre out because he's a solidified RB1 on his team. But if they're going to score 7 points a game and be down by fucking 20,
You got to look at who they're playing and consider what is that other team going to do.
Doesn't
'Cause
matter
if that
who they're
other
playing.
team-
They're horrible.
Because if they're playing the Jets, they're going to put up probably 14 to 21 and a half, and then in the second half, Ramondre is going to be non-existent because it's going to, at one point in the early in the second half, it's going to be a 3-score game, and they're going to have 0 points, and they're going to go, we have to start throwing the ball here. There's only 3 completely defeated teams in the NFL, and they're all in the AFC. Do you know who they are?
In the AFC?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously the Buffalo Bills.
Defeated.
Oh, defeated. Well, yeah. That dickbag, the other dickbag, Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Tennessee Titans.
Yep. One of the top 5 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, the Jags? Did I already say that?
Jaguars.
Okay.
For the Patriots, since they have such a terrible offensive line, like you saw how much Drake May got hit, and they want to protect him, should just make Joe Milton their backup. Like let him have if he has to come in for Jacoby.
Why would you even put? Yeah, you're gonna say, hey, this guy couldn't last, and our team is horrible. Let's put you in there, kid, and ruin your confidence. It's like fucking put Bazooka Joe in there.
See what he can do,
and let that guy just fucking run around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Yeah,
maybe electric.
Just throw a fucking streak, 80-yard streak.
Backyard football.
Hey, we're doing touchbacks. We're throwing 70-yard bombs. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, every play, just throw it up.
Can he throw a ball like 85 yards?
Yeah, he can. I think he threw 170 off his knees.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
That might have been Hendon Hooker.
But there's a lane.
No, I think it was Milton.
He's going to take it, he's going to run, and he's going to fucking go.
Speaking of, top 4 highest paid quarterbacks are 1-9 combined this year.
Jordan Love, I can't count that.
Yeah, he's 0-1. But Joe Burrow's 0-3. T-Law's 0-3. That puts 0-7. And then Dak's 1-2.
Yeah, Dak sucks. Whole team sucks. I don't like
that team sucks.
I don't like anybody.
I actually think Dak looks good. But as he always does in the regular season, team sucks.
Yeah.
But he's also not good. I said the Mahomes thing. He hasn't looked great, but they win. Dak doesn't have that about him.
That's what I'm saying. We don't win.
Yeah. He doesn't have that thing about him where it's like, man, as long as he's on the field, the Cowboys are going to win. And the Cowboys have the Giants tomorrow, Thursday, which may be today, if you're watching this.
Yeah, shake your head, asshole, like he's stupid and you're smart.
So anyway, after that, it's like 6 straight weeks of just like, I want to say it's Steelers, Eagles twice, Niners, Falcons.
Could be yesterday if you're watching it on Friday.
It could be last week if you're watching it this week, but it's next week. And the show came out this week.
I'm getting fucking pissed off. Anyway, they have the Giants, and then they have at Steelers, home versus the Lions, at Niners, at Falcons, home versus the Eagles, home versus the Texans, and then at Commanders, which look like it could be a tough game as well.
Yeah, they're going to be a tough out for sure. The other thing I wanted to say on that Patriots game is Aaron Rodgers was moving around a little bit. He looked pretty good.
He looks great.
I mean, like running the ball also.
He's always been a great runner.
I'm talking he tore his Achilles off of his leg.
But he's fine.
And Kirk Cousins can't fucking move.
That was over a year ago now, and with the surgery he got was like, damn, he might be recovering in 3 months. I imagine he can recover in 12 months for sure. He got a full training camp.
Well, all I heard all offseason was if Rodgers can stay healthy, and I'm like, well,
he's never had a problem with health except for
but no one said that. They didn't. They said if Kirk Cousins, we'll see how he comes back from the Achilles, as if their injury dates were flipped.
Right.
I feel like everyone should have been like, well, Kirk Cousins just tore his in like November, and he looks horrible. He can't move.
When it comes to,
I'm not mad at him.
Yeah. Also, Kirk Cousins is 36. He ain't fucking young and sharp either.
I'm just saying, everyone wanted it because I think everyone's kind of sick of Rodgers.
They wanted him to be unsuccessful,
and he said he could come back, and I'm like, well, he was throwing, and
they just think he's a cunt.
Yeah, I mean, which might be fair, but I don't really hate on anybody. I mean, I hate you two, but that's about it.
That was crazy.
Well, here's my whole thing.
He's about to hate.
No. I'm not going to hate. I would just say if week 1 the Bills lost to the Patriots, you two would have taken me to Paris and Eiffel Towered me on camera here.
I don't think we would have, but also you didn't like not hate. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting here like I was very humble about the Joe Burrow thing.
No, I've.
This is the guy.
I stood on this. We sent that one time.
You were a cunt the whole time. You've been a cunt for 3 weeks.
Well, how could you be a cunt? The guy scored 40 points a game every fucking week.
How do you know?
He's just been jackhammering defense.
You're sitting here saying if this.
No, I'm saying have I been that much of an asshole? They've been 0-3 to the point where you're being a piece of shit. No, not at all. I feel like
you're a hater.
You've been a fucking asshole.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have. You've been an asshole for 27 years.
No, I get that. I'm saying
you're
in this
an asshole.
Yeah,
I'm saying
you've been an asshole about that too. It doesn't matter.
I'm saying when it comes to this situation, I should be. They've lost to 2 of the bottom 5 teams in the NFL,
and you've made that very clear, and you're making it clear right now.
Yeah, but how much does their defense give it up? I was told the Bills' defense was going to be bad.
They are bad.
10 points the last.
They're still bad. Yeah, they're still terrible.
They are bad.
Well, the Bengals' defense gave up 38 points to the Commanders.
They have the 3rd fewest sacks in the NFL.
Well, that's.
It's the worst pass rush in the NFL amongst.
But that's where I keep going back to when the guy's team gave up 40 points in a playoff game, and we're saying, "Oh yeah, his team lost."
What are you saying?
We're talking about the quarterbacks. Burrow has not played well enough.
He played fantastic last game.
He played good last game. Fantastic is insane. He played.
Joe Burrow has 71% completion percentage, 5 passing touchdowns, and 1 total turnover.
Yeah.
So would you say
in fucking 3 games?
So would you
He's averaging a touchdown a game.
So would you say 77% completion percentage, 324 yards, and 3 touchdowns and no turnovers is not a fantastic game? 33 points scored.
It's a good game.
It's a fantastic game.
Okay, it's fantastic.
Okay.
It's not fantastic about it. They lost the fucking game.
Yeah, he gave up 38 points. That's
No, that's what we're saying. Is that you're saying he didn't do enough, but when the Bills lose and you say, look at Josh Allen's stats, it's his defense.
You wanted to have your cake.
No, because you guys will say Josh
moving.
No, it's not, because you'll say Josh Allen lost in that game.
I'll say every quarterback lost.
No.
If we're gonna quarterback league, I'll just say every quarterback lost.
And also in the games they played,
that team game.
That defense gave up 28 to the Cardinals. We're gonna talk like they've played world beaters.
The Cardinals have been fucking tremendous on offense.
Okay, what I'm saying is the next game they played the Dolphins, and Tua was literally had a pants full of shit in the third quarter after throwing 3 picks. So they weren't the two of the 3 picks he threw. It's like
they beat the Dolphins.
The guy's standing right here wearing another jersey, man. Just don't throw him.
They beat the Dolphins and the Jags, who are 2 terrible teams, but they only gave up 10 points. The defense has looked good.
Yeah, well, like I said, when they play the Ravens and Texans and Jets the next 3 weeks,
sure, we'll
find out, because that's like saying
you need the defense to be bad. So when Josh Allen
he wants it to be bad
in the playoffs,
no, I don't really care. The thing is when a guy against Mahomes has like 8 touchdowns, 1 turnover, and combined rushing and passing goes for 400 yards a game, to be like he's 0-4 against Mahomes is like, well, yeah, let's. And then the other guy plays against Mahomes, has 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and it's like, hey, he's all right. His team won, so we'll just, I guess.
But you just realized that you were a hater.
Like I said, I hate you two because you like the guy and you
said
blow him up.
You said, you're not a hater.
All I got to do is wait for the end of this year, and you'll be like, yeah, you know what? We're same as last year. You'll be like, we were fucking stupid for saying this clown's better than Josh Allen.
You're a hater.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Okay.
I get upset because
it's one thing to be a hater. It's another thing to be like, I'm not a hater. You know.
Well, what hater? I mean, you're a hater as well.
I never said I wasn't.
Good, as you shouldn't. Continuing on for the games here, I have. Well, you two are just assholes, you know.
Oh, okay.
You can't watch the game of football and just watch it and say, oh, that guy is better than Josh Allen. I mean, the guy fucking had 4 touchdowns in 18 minutes of play. He's running all over everybody.
So it's like our 10th podcast in 45 episodes where he's talking about Josh Allen, Joe Burrow for 70 minutes.
Yeah. Well, your argument is, well, he won a game. The Bengals get more dick riding for losing a Super Bowl than the Rams do for winning that Super Bowl. That is 100% a fact.
Okay.
Is that not?
Would you not agree with that? Twice as good.
Okay. I digress.
Name me 4 defenders on the Bengals that Super Bowl.
What does that have to do with anything?
Name me.
Al Golden was the linebackers coach.
There you go. You could name
I can name you Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
Eric Weddle, Bobby Wagner. Those don't ring a bell.
I didn't know they played for the Rams.
Leonard Floyd.
Didn't. Nope.
Okay, that's up to you.
It is. Next thing I have is Beeflo. I think I went in the same order as Billy's notes here. I put his Beeflo the GOAT. Niners and Texans couldn't really do shit against that defense, and Brock Purdy gave a ton of credit to Beeflo. He'll probably be a head coach next year, but
Beeflo probably should be a head coach.
The way that
Beeflo should not got fired from the Dolphins.
Well, his problem, which I don't know if it's a problem because if he felt that happened, is he put out a lawsuit, remember, against the NFL for being racist and shit.
So
and they were
they're
kind of blackballed
we don't
him.
really want to give you a head coach.
And I get it because an owner's like, well, I want to hire this guy and go through a whole lawsuit thing as a head coach. I mean, I get the business standpoint of it, but at the same time, the guy could coach football.
Well, he should never been fired from the Dolphins.
No. I mean, well, you got the guy now who likes to dick around at practice and dance with the players. I mean, I get it, Tua's hurt, but you guys don't beat good teams and you don't win playoff games.
And Tua hasn't won a fucking playoff game.
If you look at a team like the Cowboys or something like that, and your defense is doing what it's doing this year, and you thought Dan Quinn didn't do. I mean, your defense was okay with Dan Quinn. It's been okay with Mike Zimmer. It's been kind of shittier with Mike Zimmer and all this. You have to look at Beeflo. Mike McCarthy's got to be out of there and go. He's going to be our head coach, but that won't happen.
Well, here's the thing about the Cowboys is what I was watching today on like AQ Shipley was saying on Pat. He's like, Dan Quinn's defense is a finesse defense, where it's constantly like go after the quarterback, try to get a pick. Mike Zimmer's defense is a fill your gaps, hit the guy, and then let the guy behind you make the tackle. He's trying to implement. He goes, you can watch the Cowboys play against the Ravens, and they avoid contact.
Yeah,
he's trying to make finesse guys aggressive guys.
People gave Dan Quinn shit and said, "Oh, blah blah blah." I don't think we are going to be a better defense with Mike Zimmer.
With the fucking
the personnel that they have.
Honestly, I think
that's
they're both
what you have. That's what you hire a coach based off of.
They're both whatever.
I'm not going to hire fucking, I don't know, Andy Reid to
neither
coach
of them
the Cleveland Browns.
Neither of them are fucking Steve Spagnuolo or Beeflo or something like that.
Or Bill Belichick or Mike Vrabel.
Mike McDonald.
Yeah, you have 4 or 5 guys out there, depending after this year who gets fired, that it's like, hey, Mike McCarthy, unfortunately, he's got to go because this is what we're looking to do. We just signed we've decided what we're doing with our quarterback. Go get a guy who's, but
D'Amico Ryans. I mean, there's plenty of great defensive coaches, Saleh and
Bill.
I'm saying on the market, though. You have Bill Vrabel,
B-Flow,
because he's a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go get one of those 3. There's 3 guys right there that are going to be good head coaches.
None of them will be the Cowboys head coach.
Like I said, God forbid Brian. I mean, like even me, like if you smack a player in the helmet, people now would be like, this guy can't coach. And it's like, I mean, these guys are tackling each other.
Right.
If you jump off sides on a 4th and 5 and give a team a first down, and your coach smacks you on the helmet. That's okay.
I mean, Freeman screamed at our safety he threw. It was end of the half. Over a minute.
Drives ending
over
play.
A minute left. It was 3rd down, drive ending play, and he takes the ball and throws it at the opposing team player on the sideline. 15-yard penalty.
First down.
And
if for some reason they score, momentum change, even if you stay out there on defense and a player gets hurt, we wouldn't have been out there, you fucking moron.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a scoring play. If we're out there and someone rolls an ankle and misses 4 weeks, he's hurt because we had to play extra because you fucking made a dumb play.
Yeah, you can't just go. You're the coach. You can't just go, whatever.
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel like last year he would try to be more calm.
We need to stop losing to Ball fucking State and goddamn Northern Illinois where the fuck we lost to.
Stop happening. If we lose to Louisville this week, he needs to go.
We lose to Louisville, it's like whatever.
Get out of here.
No, I'm saying like if we lose to a team like Louisville, it's like, hey, 15.
We're undefeated and lost to them.
Yes,
yeah.
But you lose to Northern Illinois. My favorite bet last week was Saints-Eagles under because it was like 50, and I was like, there's just no way. You can't keep this up. I didn't listen to my gut because I wanted to take an easy money line parlay. And the game ended, what was it, fucking 13-12 or something?
15-12.
15-12. With that game, Nick Sirianni has to probably be the worst game manager in the history of the NFL.
I agree.
Bill's going to run down what happened. The one I do have the 14 seconds left, but go ahead from the start of what happened here with this fucking moron.
Quarter 2, it's 3-0 Saints. The Eagles have it 4th and 1 on the Saints 15 with 14 seconds left and 1 timeout left. What do?
You kick a field goal.
Every human on earth kicks a field goal. Well, the ESPN analytics said if you go for it, your chance of winning the game is better than if you kick the field goal.
If you take ESPN analytics said if you go for it and don't get it, you have like a 31% chance of winning, and if you just kick the field goal, you have a 30% chance of winning. You have a higher percent chance of winning not getting the 4th down than kicking a field goal. How the fuck does that make any sense?
I know it's been talked about, but it's the same statement everyone's going to make. Okay, you get the first down. First of all, they do the fake tush push, right? And they run the ball sideways. East to west.
So you're running the ball sideways, east to west. Say you get the first down. You have to call your timeout with
10 seconds left.
Now you have no timeouts.
That was my thing. You get the first down on the 13.
And now you're just running a few plays and going, we have to kick it anyway.
Like I said, that point's been beaten into the ground, but it's just like,
there
should be no thought.
Analytics is same thing like in basketball with the true shooting or the whatever, some weird percentage. What formula are you doing to make this percentage look good? Like they can come up with something, like a quarterback, I can take away something bad and say, look how great his season is.
No, yeah.
Look at his yards, completion percentage, and touchdowns, but I just remove his turnovers and be like, see how great it is? Look at his win rate, should be.
You got to call Nick Sirianni in and go.
And then dismiss him from your office.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh, my God.
Burnt the side of my face.
Burnt the side of my face.
All right, what was the next one, Bill? Because another one happened.
So that's how they end the half.
Yep.
Quarter 3, they get the drive to start the second half. Still down 3-0 to the Saints. It's 4th and 3 on the Saints 34 with 8:43 left in the third quarter. And
Jake Elliott's a very good kicker and is 100% healthy. You take points every time.
And then you know what they do in the fourth quarter?
They kicked a 61-yard field goal.
Fucking yarder.
If I'm in field goal range and it's 4th down, I'm kicking it unless the game calls for me to go for it.
The Cowboys are at their own 30 and they're kicking it with Brandon Aubrey.
Unless it's 4th and...
No, they're not actually.
Unless it's 4th and 1 or less, and you have a tush-push type of play or something. Here's 3-0. Even if there was 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in that first half, kick the field goal. It's 4th and 3, 4th and 2, whatever it was.
If it's early
kick the field goal.
If it's early game, it's 3-0, it's 0-0, it's 10-0, it's this. Kick the field goal.
Here's the thing, too, with the second one.
2 to be down 7 in the first quarter or second quarter, it's like, why do you need to be down 7
right now?
Okay, if it's the fucking third quarter and you're down 35-0 and it's 4th and even 7, in your field goal range, you gotta go for it regardless. But like you gotta go for it no matter what. But in a situation like all these situations, even the Cowboys were down 28-6. They're in field goal range. Aubrey just kicked the second longest field goal in NFL history, a 65-yarder. You're in 52-yard field goal. It's 4th and 14, and they go for it.
Yeah, if it's 4th and 5 or less, and you're down 3 scores, and it's running down on the third quarter,
and what the
Cowboys
Cowboys
start taking.
And what the Cowboys lose by
3.
Didn't take that field goal.
Yeah,
just got a turnover on downs.
My thing is like I said, you have to read the game.
These guys think the game's over with fucking.
It's 3-0 in the first half. It's 3-0 halfway through the third quarter. There's nothing wrong with a field goal.
Right.
Especially in the second half, that one, you're up 6-3 now on a team who's put up 3 points against you. You're at a very advantageous. What's the analytics on that when you're up 6-3 and a team's put up 3 points against you and you're kicking the ball off and they get it at the 20-yard line?
Even like Mike Tomlin has gone for some where I'm like, dude, you're scoring 17 points a week. 3 points.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah. Like, it's like you're scoring fucking 17 points a week. 3 points should be everything to you.
The Washington Commanders won a game off of nothing but field goals.
7 field goals.
This team has 10 points against you, right? It's 15-10. We're late third quarter. It's 4th and I don't care if it's 4th and 1 and you're at the 1-yard line. You go up. They've scored 10 points. They have to go score a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for this game to be tied.
Right.
You're going to get the ball back when they do score.
If
they do score.
What's great is they were in field goal range again and could have went up 21-10.
And the game's over. And what happened?
Instead, you kick a field goal. Now you're up by the touchdown 2-point conversion.
And the Falcons didn't score again. It's like, dude, you can get fucking full on small bites. If you're down by, like Danny said, if you're down 14 with 3 minutes left, I don't care if it's 4th and 58. You have to go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was just funny because actually the Nebraska in overtime, they had a 4th and 42.
That was bad. That sucked. That was a terrible.
That was just the QB being
bad sack. Yeah, it happened that way. But what I'm saying is,
there's shit that happens in this league where I'm
if the game isn't over and it's not, if it's the second quarter and you're down by 17, 20, and take a fucking field goal.
Right.
Because you don't know what the fuck's going to. One pick and it's a 10-point game and you're right back in it.
Right.
But you're not in it if you don't get it. Now it's 20-0. They have the ball and you just threw 3 points in the garbage.
I believe that's exactly what happened with the Cowboys too, as you said. Like they got a pick to make. It was like, ooh, now it's quick.
They got an onside kick of all fucking.
They got an onside kick and maybe a pick. I could be wrong about the pick, but an onside kick. Like anything could happen. You know, with 18 minutes left in the game. Yeah, it's a 3-possession game. You're gonna get 3, 4, maybe even 5 possessions. You're fine.
One bullshit rule that you can't surprise onside kick, but like that was an electric play. That was a game. That would swing. That would tilt the swing.
You wouldn't be able to do that.
You can't. Well, because they're lined up 40 yards beyond the kicker.
That's what I'm saying. That's so stupid, though.
Well, I mean, we don't want anybody getting hurt in the game of football.
Okay.
So that's how that works.
Just make them flag.
What the fuck happened to the Bucks and Browns? I had a money line parlay of Bucks and Browns. It was Jets to start. I changed it to it was Jets and Bucks or Jets and Browns. Regardless, it would have lost.
Browns. What happened to them is they suck balls.
But the Giants are fucking terrible. The Bucks, I heard they were. I saw after the fact they were missing 2 secondary players. Vita Vea didn't play, but
Browns have a 1-possession win over the Jags this year. They're terrible.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you got to consider that. But the Jags and Giants, I think. I mean, just due to quarterback.
Browns Giants is one of those games where it's your fault you bet.
You don't bet. Yeah. Browns Raiders this week. Don't bet that game.
Nope. I'll be going to it.
Malik Willis goes back into Tennessee and beats his old team. Why rush Jordan Love back if they're 2-1? That's my kind of thing. He's going to play this week, it looks like. He looked good in warm-ups in last week, but I just think...
I agree with you.
Who are they playing this week?
They're playing a good team.
Who?
Minnesota.
The Vikings.
Yeah, I don't even see them winning with them healthy the way Minnesota looks.
Well, the good thing about bringing an injured quarterback back is at least they're playing the team with the most sacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
And they're also paying him $60 million. That's like if you bought a Ferrari and they were like, hey, give it another week, we'll get this other part and it'll be good. And you're like, well, if it's drivable. And it's like, you just gave the guy $60 million. Right. Give him week 4 off.
I have this week, they threw it 19 times, rushed it 37 times with Malik Willis. They'll flip that next week.
That's the funny part is that it's been working. They won't go with it.
The last 2 weeks, I think they've rushed the ball probably 60+ times and only thrown it 30 times maybe. This week, it doesn't matter what week.
I'm sorry, I think they've rushed it over 80 times.
Right. Yeah, 52 to 37.
Go back to
89 times.
Plus 37.
Go back to this clip. When Jordan Love comes back, the Packers, they might lose, they might win, but you'll look at the game and be like, you ran the ball all over. And everyone knows you're running. You have Malik Willis. But I got my quarterback back. And it's like, dude, just go win the game. I don't understand why you change your game plan.
When you have Jordan Love, you run the ball just as many times, but you have more play action plays.
I was just about to say play action.
That's what's going to work.
Yeah,
and Jordan Love's a great arm for play action.
Oops. Malik Willis, it's like the Brock Purdy offense. And I'm not disrespecting Brock Purdy, but it's like, hey, because he balled this week against the Rams. We'll get to that, but that fucking sucked for them to lose that game, especially for him. But it's like
So did Juwan Howard.
Juwan Jennings.
And I took him.
But it's like, hey, Malik, throw the ball here. And then Matt LaFleur did a great job of like, oh, there's a screen this way. Actually, we're throwing it back this way. But like, it wasn't like Malik Willis wasn't making plays off the cuff.
That's what I was trying to say with the whole Lions O-line with a running quarterback. If this, like, run that offense regardless of who your quarterback is. They should be running the same offense. It's like, well, with Jordan Love, we can do a lot more of this passing play stuff. It's like, but this offense is working. If you put a better guy in this, it'll just be better.
I don't want to go back to it, but even the Bills have ran an incredible offense. They've ran the ball a lot more. They haven't forced it downfield and forced it to one guy, and they're kicking the piss out of it.
That's like if Aaron Rodgers went to the Niners and they went, well, we're going to run a lot more shotgun throws here because the zone play to the boot play and all the shit that we do under Kyle Shanahan, we could, yeah, it works every single time with Brock Purdy, but fuck it. Like, we'll just do a different shit because we have Aaron Rodgers. It's like, no, it'll work even better with Aaron Rodgers.
Right. But, like I said, they pay these assholes millions and not us. So we have to sit here and watch. Colts beat the Bears. Another bet I liked. I just can't imagine. The Bears are fucking bad. They're favored against the Rams this week. The Rams are so hurt, but this team, it's. I feel like week 8, 9, and they're like 2-7. We're gonna be like, fuck, man, we could have bet against this team a lot on some spreads where it's like, this team still sucks.
Bears?
Yeah, they suck.
I said that preseason because you had the preseason rankings. The Bears they were top 14 for sure because I was like, that means they'll probably make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? I don't see that happening. I don't think they're a top 14. I think they're a bottom half of the league team in soccer. I was proven big limb.
Which still it's early and they have like a weekish schedule, so we'll see. Here's the thing that someone at my work, he's a Packers fan, he made a great point though. When you're that defense and you're giving up 15, 14, 17, 13, 10 points a game and you're losing, week 8, week 9, you start to break a little where you're like, fucking, man, we're 2-7. We're on the field way too much.
Right.
We're losing games. We're fucking putting up 2 scores. We're blocking punts. We're returning fucking picks and fumbles. You start to lose a little bit of hope. Even if, you might not put it in your head, the effort on the field there, it's going to go a little bit where it's like, so that's another thing to look for. I did pick the Panthers over the Raiders last week.
I'll say this, where I was wrong. I told Danny, I was like, I don't know why Eric's so high on Andy Dalton coming in this week.
I'll tell you why in 2 seconds.
And then it's like, oh, I get it. Like, I was there live, and it's like, holy shit. And then it was interesting, Antonio Pierce saying players are making business decisions.
That guy, Jack Jones, did.
Yeah. He was like...
He didn't want to tackle anyone.
No.
I think Antonio Pierce he's like that spark where you put a little water on it, it's going to run out. It was cool for a second, but,
He's a great interim coach to...
Oh, he's like a bridge coach with like, hey, now we're going to hire Mike Vrabel. You sit your fat ass back and coach linebackers, or you get the fuck out of here.
If they go, hey, we went fucking 3-14. We have the 3rd overall pick. We're going to draft a quarterback, and we're going to hire Mike Vrabel. Go fuck yourself. It's like, oh, you're happy with that.
Right. Here's what I'll say, and I'm going to sound very, what's the word? Contradictory, because I'm getting sick of fucking hearing this. That Bryce Young must be that bad if Dalton came in and hooped. Bryce Young is a good quarterback. Andy Dalton has played in this. He was playing in the AFC North in the late 2000s. You think a fucking Raiders defense is scaring him off?
In 2024.
That guy has been diced in the league.
Seen it all.
Whether you want to believe it or not,
Tyler Huntley Pro Bowl.
Andy Dalton,
he deserved it.
Andy Dalton's a better quarterback than Brock Purdy in his day. He's a better quarterback than Tua in his day. You could say whatever the fuck you want. Andy Dalton used to be hooping.
I agree with that.
What was his coach's name? Asshole? Marvin Lewis. That dude fucked him raw so bad. Andy Dalton is a very good quarterback. That 15 years of experience will outdo Bryce Young's year and a half in his raw talent because that pocket presence, running an offense, you have to learn how to do that. How is Sam Darnold all of a sudden just good? Because he went to a team he went to the Jets and they're like, hey, you're going to take over our franchise. Dude, he's not that guy.
Right.
It's not what Bryce Young is either. You give away Christian McCaffrey. You give away
DJ
Moore. You think Bryce Young's going to come and just start slinging it around to Adam fucking Thielen?
Deontay Johnson.
He's okay, but like you're not like. What did you expect this year? You started 0-2. You thought, oh, Bryce Young must suck.
Chuba Hubbard looked like a fucking top 10 back.
And like I said,
catching and running
because ball. Andy Dalton is you could. I don't know why. If this is what you wanted, why'd you even draft Bryce?
Reminds me of the year the Cardinals were on Hard Knocks. Kyler Murray got hurt, and Colt McCoy came in, and they were winning games.
Yeah.
And Colt was just like he just saw it before it happened, and it was all in slow motion for him. But I'm like, yeah, he's a 14.
He's played the game for 15 years. That's anyone's going to be okay with that.
Same thing when Chad Henne came in for Mahomes in the playoffs against the Browns.
Yeah,
He's
he's
why is
fine.
he doing so well? Like he's a 16-year vet.
And he's been in the same system for 4 years.
Like when people are like, why do you keep having the same back? Like Cooper Rush, why do you keep re-signing him? Because he knows it all.
Yeah, he came in and was 4-0 or 4-1 or 5-1, whatever he was. Like, my thing is, I picked the Panthers to beat the Raiders, but I'm sick of hearing that Bryce Young must be that bad because his
This is where I
talent-wise,
disagree
he's very
with
good.
you. I don't think he looks that great.
But it's because the game is moving so fast.
No, yeah,
you don't
I agree.
understand
But
how.
there's just like he looks small, he looks undersized, he looks scared, which is rational.
Yeah.
But then like there's throws where he's like he has him, he's like oh, he missed him again.
But there's throws where like you watch last year and you're like,
No, yeah.
and then
We'll
there's
see.
there's drop. You can see the potentials there.
If he was on the Chiefs, I'm sure he'd be good. But I honestly
Put
think
him on the Niners and you'll be like, okay, man, this guy's awesome.
To me, right now, Bryce Young looks like a striker that's going against Habib, and he's like, "Fuck, he's gonna take. Why aren't you throwing your punch? Because he's gonna take me down
Yeah.
again." Like when he sees a throw, he's like, "I don't trust it."
Two guys, bro, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Those guys are on teams with good coaching, good systems. They've been in the system. They're not. The Vikings know Sam Darnold is not going to go win us a Super Bowl. Our defense is going to hold teams down. He's got to make a few throws, make a few plays, and we'll be good to go.
We got to feed Aaron Jones. We got to make sure we have Justin Jefferson. Our O-line has to be stout.
Yeah, if you
Coaching has to be on
swap them, Bryce Young and Sam Darnold, Bryce Young would be doing much better than Sam Darnold would be right now.
I disagree. Sam Darnold's probably the best quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, but that's like
I don't think Bryce Young would be doing better. He'd be doing better than he is right now.
Yeah, he'd be doing
But
fine.
Sam Darnold again is a 7-year vet.
Sam Darnold was on the Panthers,
I know.
and they got rid of him too.
From the Jets to the 3 years with the Jets, 2 years with the Panthers. One
He
with
was
San
3-0
Francisco,
that
one
start.
with the Vikings.
He got hurt with the Panthers.
He's 7 years in.
He's younger than Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
That dude's
but
unbelievable.
I'm saying is he's still seen NFL defenses for 7 years. Bryce Young just can't be better than him because he hasn't seen defenses that long.
That's what I'm saying. He can't be better than him because you don't realize in the NFL how difficult it is.
Somebody threw out the Rams trading for Bryce Young. I was like, if I'm him, I'm like, fucking trade me to Sean McVay, please.
Exactly.
And let me
Let
sit
me
behind
sit
Matt
behind
Stafford
for
for
2
2
years.
years.
I mean, Baker went to fucking the Rams for one. He walked in there on Monday and on Thursday came in the game and led them on a game-winning drive.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, I know how to coach an offense, and you have a good arm. Just fucking put the ball here.
Because there's one of two things. These young quarterbacks look good because there's no film on them. But then these young quarterbacks that are bad, or as they get turned into a Sam Darnold or Andy Dalton, they have film on. They've seen all the defenses now.
That's what I'm saying with Andy Dalton. I knew I'm an idiot. I should have bet the Panthers money line. I knew that game. I'm like the Raiders are laying 6 points against anybody in the NFL, and it's like Andy Dalton's been in the league for 15 years.
That Raider quarterback room is a fucking abysmal.
They're horrible.
You guys got to make sure you watch By the Hook too. A lot of fucking
Gambling talk.
A lot of big tips there.
Niners need to figure it out with all these injuries. I get it happens, but once they pay Brock at the end of this year, that window's basically closed. So this is like this season's do or die, pretty much in my book.
It's going to be another. What we say, the top 4 paid quarterbacks are 1-9 this year. Brock Purdy's going to be the next guy where it's like you haven't won shit, proved shit, done shit, and we're going to give you $60 million.
It doesn't look like CMC might be coming back anytime soon.
I think
He's going to Germany.
He's expected to miss another 4 to 6 weeks.
It's a plastic foot.
Yeah.
Shane's offering people Christian McCaffrey in our fantasy league, and Danny said, I don't know if you heard, but he just went to Germany to get a plastic foot put on.
They said you don't go to Germany for good news.
No. Hey, we can't figure anything out here in America. Maybe go to Germany and see if they know anything that we don't. That can't be good.
I heard, though, in the other countries, they've got some technology. I mean, Peyton Manning was going there like fucking 3 times a week.
No. They do shit, but I'm
You go
saying.
over there for where you're not coming back this year if you're going to Germany.
I don't think so either.
They do shit when it's bad. They don't do shit when it's good.
You know who has the most interceptions on Patrick Mahomes?
Who has the most interceptions on
I'll tell you.
Patrick?
I will tell you he's not there now, but he played in his division.
Let me.
You know the name. You probably won't get it.
He's in their division.
No, he was. He's not anymore.
Justin Simmons?
Yes. So he's on the Falcons. He got a pick on Mahomes. He has 6 picks on Mahomes. Nobody else has more than 2. Granted, he played for the Broncos against him
Yeah, he played him twice a year for
4 or 5 years, but still, that's a lot.
It might have been there all 5 or 6.
I'm just saying that's a lot of picks on. Good
You
for
might
him.
have, you might have like
Jack
legitimately
Jones,
12 games against them.
But then he went to
against them last year.
But then he went to Atlanta and got one this year. Good. I'm saying sometimes you got a guy's number.
He's a great player.
Yeah, he is underrated.
I was surprised he was a free agent for so long. And they have Jesse Bates over there. They have AJ Terrell. And then when they signed him, I was like, holy fuck, what a secondary.
Last 2 things real quick. Bills railed the Jags. The Doug Peterson should be fired very soon. It's between him and Eberflus, I think, are the favorites right now for first coach to be fired. I genuinely think if Sirianni continues this shit and they lose games, he should be on that list too. But for my money, Doug Peterson should be the first coach fired. Trevor Lawrence, same thing with him. I mean, if fucking Urban Meyer was sticking his finger in kickers' asses his rookie year, I mean, what the fuck's he supposed to do with that? And then Doug Peterson, yeah, he won a Super Bowl, but the league's so different now. Like, that was odd. I remember when Chip Kelly came in and the RPO was like unstoppable for 4 weeks. Now the RPO, it's like, dude, that shit doesn't fucking work. Same thing when
that O-line coach for fellow Bill Parcells, Verano, came in and did the Wildcat with Ricky Williams and Ronnie Brown.
Yeah, and he had fucking 5 touchdowns in 1 week, and you were like...
It didn't work for 2 weeks. They won the division.
No, I think they ran that off. I think they just didn't use a quarterback or something for
Yeah.
I don't know how long it was.
They just never used one.
Because they
won the division, and then in playoffs it didn't work. And then the next year it was like, this is never going to work again.
Yeah.
I never know why a team ever goes to Wildcat ever again.
I could see the Wildcat if you have, what's that dude's name that played Braxton Miller? Who's the guy who played receiver at the NFL?
Terrell Pryor.
You put that guy in Wildcat, you don't know what the fuck's coming.
He was electrifying.
That guy had 1,000-yard receiving and then just disappeared.
And he was the first overall pick, I want to say, and he as a quarterback out of Ohio State, and also he was ranked above Klay Thompson and Draymond Green in basketball at high school.
And these guys, that's where it comes down to.
The best athlete ever.
These guys are like, oh, he sucked in the NFL. It's like, I mean, dude, that guy was awesome. I mean,
Hey, I could have been to the NBA. I was an NFL quarterback, and I was a 1,000-yard receiver in the NFL.
Right.
It's pretty insane.
That's why I say you compare it because he's not Richard Sherman or something, but it's like he was very good though.
Yeah.
Last game this last week, Commanders Bengals. That game was like game of the year. Honestly, that was
a great game.
Fucking unreal. What
was it? What was the total? 70, 38, 32 or something?
38, 33.
Yeah.
71.
Yeah. That was probably
Jayden Daniels needs to get. He's a small guy.
Maybe you guys know the stat. I saw something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a minimum attempts in a game. He had the highest completion percentage ever, like 93%. I think.
By a rookie.
For a rookie.
23-25 by a rookie or something like that.
Dak had the second. Dak had it with 89%. He had 91%. 21 to 23. And, I think Drew Brees was third, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that game. And that was like, he had that Mahomes factor where it was just like, every single, they need to make a play, and it's like, fuck, Mahomes just makes
I thought
that fourth down conversion and that
I was
throw
just
to
gonna
Terry
say.
McLaurin was
Daniels, it was just like they made a play. When they were going deep, I was like, I don't know. Perfect ball to Terry McLaurin.
They had 10 men on the field. So here's another thing.
I was literally just like, I mean, this guy, who is he?
They called a timeout and then brought 10 men on the field, and they were shuffling guys in and out. It's like, what play did you call? You had a fucking 60-second timeout. We didn't get the 11 guys. Who were you telling the play to?
We talked about this, though. If you go look back before the season, after week 1, everything, we said, look, that team's got to figure it out a little bit. New head coach, new OC, new DC, new GM, new owner. 17 of 22 new starters, new quarterback, new everything. They got to give them a couple weeks. And after week 1, we even said if they win week 2 against these shitty Giants, that could give them some confidence going into the rest of the year. We'll see what happens. Now they beat the Bengals. Team could go on a little bit of a roll here, but like shit like that, the 10 men, they still got to put all that shit.
Dan Quinn's been a coach in the NFL. I mean, fucking hell.
So is Cliff Kingsbury.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We can't have that shit.
They don't have a guy just on staff to fucking count.
Right, but that's the thing is Dan Quinn's been a head coach. So is Cliff Kingsbury. So is this. But when you have 17 or 22 new starters and you have a bunch of young guys, some asshole was like, "Oh, I was supposed to be out there. I didn't know, coach."
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, you're also a grown adult.
True.
Scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you about the Bengals? 10 being like they're not going to make the playoffs.
10 being they're fucked. 1 being like they're going to win the Super Bowl.
1 being like I'm not worried at all. They're going to be fine.
1 being they're going to make the playoffs, not worried. 10 being I don't think they make the playoffs. I think they got to start panicking.
Yeah, I'm at like a 8.
So you think they need to start panicking pretty bad?
No team since like '93 has made the playoffs 0-3, and they're in a division. They haven't even played a division game yet.
I'm gonna say 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say 7.
I'm leaning more. That means I'm leaning more toward.
Their schedule.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. It's an easy schedule coming up.
I'm gonna say 5 because the rest of the AFC is pretty bad too.
Yeah, but who do they play? Because here's the thing.
Like
the 7 seed in the AFC, you know who that is as it stands right now?
Only 6 teams in the AFC have winning records.
The 7 seed is the Raiders as we speak, at 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So they are okay.
I'm not. Yeah. That's why I guess I said 8. I'll go with Danny 6.5.
I'm still leaning.
The problem
I'm
is
leaning towards scared.
The problem is you can't really afford Burrow to miss a game.
Ahead of them right now
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, Burrow has to stay healthy. Raiders, Dolphins, Patriots, Broncos, Colts, Ravens, Browns are ahead of them for that.
Here's what I'll
seed,
say.
And those teams are all 1 and 2.
Come back to me next week. I say 6 now.
Chargers, I think, is Herbert going to be healthy?
I say
tackles are out.
I say 6 now. If they lose to the Panthers on Sunday, I'll be going 10.
Yeah. Oh, if they lose to them, and imagine Andy Dalton goes back and makes them 0-4.
They play in Carolina, and then they got a divisional matchup with the Ravens at home,
which I think they lose.
They're playing the Giants and the Browns back to back. They should win.
They should win both of those.
Those are 2 of the worst 5 teams in the league.
So the Saints play the Falcons and the Bucks play the Eagles, and the Panthers win.
Oh, they were 100.
Saints lose and Bucks lose. Everybody's tied at 2-2.
They were 125-1 to win the division last week. They won that game, and they're now 15-1. So talk about you should have bet a number when it was there for you.
So off the top of my head here, I see 7 wins. That should be automatic. So
yeah, you would have thought. Would you have said Redskins is automatic?
Yes,
100% you would. That's why I say you will have that game where you're like, fuck, man. Like if you lose another one, even if you win 3 straight and you lose another one, you're like, dude, we're 3-4. We fought so hard and we're still under 500. It's not good to start the season like this.
Don't want to overreact though. I do think the Commanders, at least offensively, will look pretty good for the rest of the year.
Yeah, they will, but it's the same scare for me. That dude takes one hit and you're fucked. All right, let's look ahead to next week, Bill. What's the records for last week before we get started? And then the records for the season. I want to start off by saying the quarterback play, the Circa Survivor tournament where they started with 11,000 people. They have like 1,000 people left. This year has been a fucking crapshoot to start, but our records are dog shit.
The quarterback play, if you're a fantasy player, it's all running backs. It's usually wide receiver it's just because the quarterback plays.
Cover 2, baby. That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Ask Mel Kiper.
Kiper thinks it should be banned, huh?
Yeah. What that fucking guy. Fuck him. What was the level of football that guy played? He's probably getting fucked by Jerry Sandusky. That was probably his highest level of football, for being honest. Best. I mean, that guy, like I said, how many times has he been allowed to be wrong about Jimmy Clausen? If he's not a Hall of Famer, I'll retire. They should have stoned him on ESPN.
Could you imagine being any other job where he was wrong, that like a brain surgeon?
If you were wrong a 100th of the time that asshole was wrong,
if you lived in a serious country, they would have cut his head off by now.
Yeah. And fed it to his fucking family.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bill, with the records. That shit pisses me off. Old players I can get. You were in the game. I'll give you a little break. That guy, go fuck yourself.
That is about the Bengals. That cornerback was like, it's still a college offense. Yeah, they put up 38 points against you. Shut the fuck up.
Zach Taylor said that too. And he said after, he's like, I was just saying. And it's like, well, you were just saying, but you gave up 38 points. Because he talked shit about Mahomes and got a sweet pick. And that's just, I don't mind the shit talk.
I don't know if he gave up the touchdown at the end, but he gave the 55-yard pass up to Terry McLaurin.
Mm-hmm.
I need Scary Terry to hoop. All right, this week. I went 9-7. Eric went 9-7.
Well done.
Danny went 8-8. It was an improvement on last week when he went 7-9.
Thanks.
Didn't need that at the end.
His pubes are red too, which is gross. Go bet. Overall records.
I am 28-20. Eric's 30-18. Danny is 26-22.
So, he's a Bengals
how would
fan.
you say we're doing?
Not good.
You're what?
28 and
26 and 24.
28 and 20.
Oh,
you're 26 and 22.
And Eric's what?
30 and 18.
You got the UFC, the NFL's mine, bitch.
We'll
All right, we'll see. Let's start it off.
Playoff eliminator real quick. I haven't done the Pats. Eric, you haven't done the Titans.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Will Levis, but that guy's a fucking retard.
So, but we've all done at this point. We've all done in different orders: Panthers, Giants, Titans.
I'm good with the Titans.
Yeah, I'm good.
Bill, who'd you put down?
I put the Pats down last week.
Yeah,
I started picking a 4th team already. Let
Sweet.
me take care of that.
Thursday night Prime Video. Oh, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I get off.
Cowboys,
at 5.
Giants.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm typing in here. Nobody else get type in here.
Okay, go ahead. He was pointing at you. That's why I used my own notes, but I was ridiculed for
I
that.
keep typing.
Cowboys are in MetLife Stadium playing the Giants, 6-point favorites. What's up?
Yes. Cowboys are on my bet, but I'm picking the Giants.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
nice.
picking the Cowboys for the whole year.
I was going to bet the Cowboys, which
team.
I will tell you again on By the Hook. By the Hook, we will record right after this. I was going to bet the Cowboys at -4.5 when the line opened. It's now 6. Just kind of sucks when the number gets away from you like that and you didn't bet it. But I also think that the Cowboys suck dick. So
I won't be an idiot. I'll pick the Cowboys.
I'll take the Cowboys. If they lose this game, you just fire Mike right now.
The only reason he didn't fire him was because he was going to pay him this year anyway. So, but I don't get it because he's like, you're going to pay him this year anyway.
Here's my scare. Is Michael Lombardi said this. You have a guy in there, like let's say week 10, they know he's getting fired. These players are going to be like, go fuck yourself, fat ass. Why would I listen to you? Why would I work hard? Why would I play hard? And you don't want your culture to be that way. Who knows what Jerry Jones was
and then you're going to fire him,
sizes.
And then who's our defensive coordinator? Mike Zimmer becomes head coach. They get all rah-rah because Mike's a fucking crazy bastard, and then they almost make.
Do we hire him?
And then do we hire him? Exactly.
Oh, you call Bill. You call Bill or Mike Vrabel. You just say you guys take you. We flip a coin and we'll take whichever one it lands on. That being said, we'll move to Sunday morning.
Bill as the head coach and Vrabel as DC.
I think you flipped that. If I'm being honest.
Well, I think
you do two head coach.
Two. Like you tie them together?
Dual head coach. Yeah, like one, like you do a 3-leg race.
Like that movie with Matt Damon and that one guy.
Yeah. What's that one called? I hate that motherfucker. Who? That movie.
Matt Damon and the one guy, they're Siamese twins.
Oh, jeez. Stuck together?
Yeah.
Stuck on you. Stuck on you.
Yeah.
You do that with Bill and Vrabel.
You do that with Bill and Vrabel.
You sew them together.
You sew them together, yeah. I'm just saying, if you could get both of them on your staff, I mean, I
think you do Bill as the head coach because he's probably only wants to be there 2 to 3 years anyway.
That's why I was thinking you do the opposite because you're like, hey, you can just run the defense.
But he wants to pass Shula for the all-time head coaching wins and shit like that.
Oh, well, if he cares about that, does he care about that? Can't imagine. I mean, what the fuck would he care about that for?
I'd imagine just to say it.
I mean, yeah. Either way, that's not going to happen.
Why does anybody care about anything?
It's going to be Mike McCarthy next year. Well, he does care about some things. It's winning fucking Super Bowls, whether head coach or DC.
He's got 2 as a DC.
Yeah. Broncos, Jets.
Jets.
Wait. They're playing this in MetLife also?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Jets.
Road
Jets
are underdogs at +5.5. What are they? 15-2 or 14-2?
Something like that. I think
this
it's
year.
like
So you got +5.5 here or more for Broncos.
What we aren't considering, Sean Payton called Nathaniel Hackett a fat retard and said he can't coach worth a dick. And Rodgers didn't get to play in that game last year.
He can't read good.
Yeah. Why did he say that? He was so mean about it. Like the guy got his first head coaching job. He was like, yeah, that guy was a fucking moron. It's like, dude, you don't even you didn't take
I mean, yeah, Russell Wilson had to deal with a fucking absolute moron here. And honestly, pretty ugly. Have you seen his wife?
Yeah, it's like
what the fuck? To do with Russell Wilson?
Shipped him out as fast as he could.
What's he doing with Bo Nix?
Yeah, which, like I said, either way, it was just rude to do. But
we should probably do spreads here eventually. But I'm gonna go Jets.
Jets. What? You are barely 500 on picking the games.
What's right?
You're gonna do spreads.
Remember that.
Wait till we get to buy the hook and you see his Bell of the Week and Teaser of the Week record too.
Yeah, it's somehow worse. Take the Jets as well, Bill.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets. Well, here's what I was gonna say. Nathaniel Hackett is still not gonna be a great coaching job because Aaron Rodgers is the OC of that fucking team.
Yeah, I'm just saying Aaron Rodgers will probably come in and
there's like
shit
5
stomp
guys that have jobs in New York because Aaron Rodgers is their friend.
Yep.
Alan Lazard does look great this year.
Alan Lazard's always a touchdown machine.
Last year he looked like shit, but
yeah, because he didn't have Aaron Rodgers.
That's it. If he could have honestly kept Randall Cobb this year, he probably would have been a fucking Pro Bowler.
3rd and 8 on January fucking 18th. No one can see it's snowing. You're gonna catch Randall Cobb over the middle for 3rd and 6, and he's gonna get it, and you're gonna be like, "Fucking goddamn it, I hate." Because he knows
catch of the year.
It's to be his first catch of the year, and it'll send them to the AFC ship. That's just how it goes.
I wonder when Garrett Wilson will start cooking, man, or if he will ever.
He will. Vikings in Lambeau at the Packers. We're gonna see if Jordan Love plays. It looks like right now he will play. Packers are favored by 2.5. Billy, go ahead.
Take as much time as you need.
Real shot to play.
He's gonna play, I think.
I'm gonna go Vikings. That B-flow defense, and like you said, all the sacks they get. I see Jordan Love maybe re-injuring.
It's also one of the best O-lines in the league, though.
Who?
Packers.
My only worry with taking the Vikings is that the Packers just run the ball and they can, Sam Darnold kind of comes back. They're 3-0. It's like the Saints. They were on top of the world. They weren't going to score 40 points a week.
Here's the thing about the Packers, though.
But is this the week?
They're on top of the world, too. Does Malik Willis look like Malik Willis eventually?
That's why I'm saying if they go back to
Are
Love.
they playing from behind and Malik Willis has to throw?
That's the whole thing. I'm going to take the Vikings.
Aaron Jones said he plans on Lambeau leaping after his return to Packers when he scores a touchdown. I'm going Viking.
All right. Wow. I'm surprised we all 3 went with this. Saints are in Atlanta. Atlanta's a 2.5-point favorite. I don't know if I just hate them because they were so fucking stupid about their whole situation. But I did think anyway that they were just very overrated. So I do like the Saints to win this game, but It's a division game. I don't really like taking division road teams, but I think the Saints are.
Saints and over.
Saints and over, 42.5. Yeah, that's kind of a low total. The problem is the Falcons kind of suck on offense.
Yeah, they do.
But I'm going to take the Saints. Saints for you?
Yep, 31-20.
I'm just worried about the Saints' injuries. Their starting center's out.
Yeah.
And then it's funny to make fun of them, but Taysom Hill is a big part of that whole operation.
Derek Carr, too. You put a little pressure on that guy. You breathe down his neck, and he's all of a sudden not fucking standing there.
At least the Falcons have 3 sacks this year, so I don't think they're worried about it.
I'm just saying with last week, he's that guy, and everyone, I've said it for a long time. He's got a good arm. He's a very accurate quarterback. That pocket gets a little dark
Here's who
in
did
here.
not practice for the Saints. One of their other starting offensive linemen, linebacker Demario Davis, cornerback Alante Taylor, but he had an illness. Alvin Kamara, but I think they were just letting him rest.
Yeah.
Limited participation, another offensive lineman. Their defensive tackle, another linebacker. And then Taysom Hill and Derek Carr were full participation, but their starting center is out 6 to 8 weeks.
New Orleans always has injury trouble.
Yeah.
What's going on there? Hurricanes and shit?
What's the food that they eat down there a lot?
Oh, gumbo?
Yeah.
Jambalaya?
Gumbo.
Gumbo and
Gumbo was
jambalaya.
delicious.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but it's not good
So
for
is-
football players. Never mind.
So who are you guys going with?
Saints.
Saints.
Falcons.
3 sacks for the Falcons on the year.
Eagles at Buccaneers. Weird game. Bucks are 2-point underdogs at home. Obviously, they're just lost to the fucking
The Falcons.
Broncos. They got some guys out. Eagles just kind of win against an undefeated team. A lot of games where it's like, I mean, are they that good? Are they that bad?
We'll find out this week, I think, a lot.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll learn a lot. The Falcons have 3 sacks on the year. There's only one team with less. It's the Bucks with 2. I'm going to go Eagles.
I'll take the Eagles also. I think Saquon's going to run fucking wild.
Oh, yeah.
I love
That's
that
going to
guy.
be fantasy football player outside of quarterbacks number 1.
Yeah. Oh, did I pick him for Offensive Player of the Year? I think I did.
That'd be pretty cool if you
Do
did.
you have the awards?
On the show.
Well, yeah, God forbid. Make
Thanks,
my own
Bill.
notes.
Good.
Yeah. What episode was that?
Eagles, Bucks.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I'm going to go Eagles.
All right. Everyone's going the same. I don't like it. Bengals at the Panthers.
Smoking Joe.
Andy Dalton has a chance to. He's standing over Joe Burrow with a gun to his head right now. He's got the chance to just fucking blow him through earth.
He's coming back to Cincinnati.
That's what. Who is?
Andy Dalton.
No, it's in Carolina.
He's coming back to play Cincinnati.
He's
That's what I'm
going back
saying.
to Cali.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying how it would story would
This is my fucking team.
the story would write itself. Say, oh yeah, you went to
It's
one.
gonna write
You went to a
itself.
Super Bowl.
like,
Really?
He's gonna say, yeah.
For a 1-2 and 0-3 team.
Yeah. Well, 2-2. You're right back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
Bengals.
You're taking the Bengals 3.5-point favorites. That's fucking criminally low, I think.
By the hook, I got Bengals -3.
Holy fucking shit. I'm not going to be a piece of shit. I got away with it last week. There's must win, and then there's you don't understand. I will fucking kill you if we don't win this.
Yeah.
That's where they're at right now. I'll take the Bengals.
Bengals.
Jags, Texans. The
Texans.
Jags are in that same position, but they suck at football very bad.
Texans.
They don't have Joe Burrow. They don't have Jamar Chase.
Texans and Peterson's fired in the next 2 weeks.
Texans as well.
Texans.
Steelers at Colts in the Loud House, as they call it, apparently.
I don't like this spread. I think the Steelers should be probably 3.5 or greater.
Yeah, that's
I'll go-
when does it?
I'll go Steelers and under.
I do. Well, yeah, I like the. I mean, you got to think here. If you're picking the Steelers, they're putting up what 20 points max.
Max.
So that's under right there.
The Colts have given up 29 to the Texans, 16 to the Packers, 16 to the Bears. And the Steelers are not as good as offensive.
Yeah,
Texans.
I'm going to take the Steelers as well.
And the Steelers also have given up 10, 6, and 10. Holy shit.
I'm going to go Colts.
Colts, nice. I like that. I mean, it's a 1.5
Giving up
point
less
spread.
than 9 points a game.
Yeah, but
They're in the Loud House. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I mean,
Okay,
plenty of
I don't
people have
give a
gone into
fuck.
that house and played
Yeah.
for us fine.
Exactly.
You know?
Rams are in Chicago.
Rams.
Okay. Chicago's a 3-point favorite against anyone. I mean, they won one game because Will Levis literally handed the ball to the guy on the Bears and they blocked the punt. I'm going to take the Rams.
Jesus, the Steelers are giving up the least yards per game overall on defense, and they give up 8.7 points per game.
That's fucking criminally insane.
That is.
I'll go Rams.
Because even if the Colts score 14 or 17, I think that there's a good chance the Steelers lose. And then if not, they're only going to put up 20.
I got Rams.
All right. What'd you take, Bill?
Rams.
All right. Commanders, Cardinals. We should have went to this game, but my work schedule. I'm off Sunday, but I don't want to go and then have to come back early Monday.
It's still like $30, but I'm going to the Raiders game.
Oh, yeah. Commanders, Cardinals, this is interesting. Total is 50.5. Anywhere in the 50s in the NFL, I just like the under. It's just a principle thing.
I got a little something for that on Buy the Hook.
Perfect. Wow, this guy's really coming along to buy the hook.
Commanders.
Oh, you're a fucking asshole. Give me the Cardinals. I just think that the experience of the Cardinals, and they're a decent enough team to where they'll be able to hold them off. Jayden Daniels will make a mistake late in the game that will cost them.
I got to go Commanders, just strictly.
Of course, yeah, you have to. But 2-2 after 4 games with the schedule they played, I'll be fine with that.
You really think Jayden Daniels is going to make a mistake out of the game?
I think he will. Patriots, Niners.
Niners.
One thing I will say, this year, every single week, the biggest underdog on the card has won outright. Patriots week 1. Who was it week 2?
You fucking seem like you knew it when you were talking.
Yeah, I did know it, but I didn't. So the Patriots beat the Bengals week 1. They were the biggest underdog on the card.
Could be Vikings, Niners.
No, maybe.
Packers, Colts, Cardinals, Rams.
I don't know, but the biggest underdogs won every fucking game this week or this year. I think I sent you guys the tweet. And then week 3, the Bengals were 2 of those, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, good job, Bill.
We're very well done. We're not doing a show or anything.
Bitch.
This is the biggest spread, but I think Niners win this game. We all pick Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Interested to see where everybody goes here. Browns and Raiders. Bill, Danny, you lead it off.
Oh, can I not pick this one?
Yeah.
I'll be at this game and wanting to shoot myself in the head.
What do you think the total is?
13.
37.5.
36.5. Very close.
I'm very
You're
good
pretty
at
good
that.
with that guessing.
You can guess how many toothpicks when you throw them on the ground, too.
Mm-hmm. Browns, Raiders.
Raiders favored by 2.
Raiders.
Browns. I let you pick first, and you're going to fucking hurry up.
I was going to go Brown. I was really going to go. I was like this. Browns.
Okay.
Browns.
Dramatic effect for the worst game of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Chiefs, Chargers. I think Herbert's out, right? There's no way this game is 7.5 if he's not out.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Chiefs.
Justin Herbert out of walking boot and progressing.
Keep him out, man. What the fuck are we doing?
Listed as limited in practice. Chiefs.
He is a dog. He will play through some injuries, but he's another one, and Gumpy said this, and I agree. Tua gets a lot of shit for him being injured, and he's questionable and this and that. That happens to Herbert quite a lot. He does play, and he normally plays well, but he is banged up quite a lot.
It was Raiders who beat the Ravens.
Raiders beat the Ravens. Well done, son. Bills, Ravens, Sunday night in Baltimore. This is a fucking game. I like this game a lot.
Bills. The Ravens fucking suck.
I think the Ravens
right.
kind of suck too, and I'm going to go Bills.
Well, I'm sorry I hyped that game up for you guys to be so rude about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Ravens just kind of got to figure. They lost their DC.
We've been trying to figure out fucking Lamar if he's a quarterback or not for 8 fucking years. Now he's gonna take control of the offense. Oh, you're only 37 fucking years old.
Yeah.
It's about. Oh, we still don't know how to. And then every time we got a new OC, what do? They run the fucking pistol like there's Nevada when Colin Kaepernick was there.
They were
Put
electric.
him under fucking center.
Would they go like 11-1 with Colin
They
Kaepernick?
did.
I think they did.
But put the guy under center. I agree with Bill. Let's get
I'm
power
fucking sick of
eye.
it.
Get
Fucking two
Patrick
tight end sets
Ricard
all
in the
time.
game. Get that guy some fucking touches. That guy's electric too. Him and Juszczyk should be a vital point of every offense. You don't get guys like that all the time.
You get Derrick Henry, you say, listen here, you fucking gorilla.
If
You're running the ball 27 times a day.
They said we got him not to
I
give
will
him the
say
ball.
Dak Prescott is a fucking choker in the playoffs, but nobody's a bigger choker than Lamar fucking Jackson with his 2 MVPs.
I think Dak's a bigger choker.
Really? Because he has the fucking same record and worse stats in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think the problem
And he
is
has 2 MV fucking.
the problem is when you get to the playoffs, the Ravens, Cowboys are the same, but the Ravens, Dak's a better thrower than Lamar.
Oh,
The Ravens have to. The Ravens have to be ahead in a game, or they're fucked.
Dak sucks.
So we're all on Bills.
The Ravens gave up how many points to the Chiefs last?
17, I think.
Yeah,
I think it was 17.
17-10.
And this fucking running back that can throw couldn't get fucking.
But Zay Flowers did
Fumble
into the end zone. Regardless, they should not.
Yeah, early in the fucking game.
That was the fourth
whatever that
quarter.
offense they ran. 5
Yeah.
runs.
I
That
think it
was,
was the second.
No, it
I
wasn't.
don't give a fuck.
So Monday night we have
Who are
2
you
games.
picking?
We all got Bills.
Yeah.
Who am I picking?
oh, we have a good Monday night game here though. Titans Dolphins.
The Bills could be playing
Holy
Team USA,
shit.
and I'm taking Josh Allen. Titans Dolphins. Dolphins are -1 somehow. How do you even make a line for this game?
I wouldn't.
You just can't bet this.
I would have done Titan.
Can they both be plus 30?
Yeah.
You're both +2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who's playing? Is Snoop Huntley playing? What are we doing? Skylar Thompson got hurt.
I'm gonna do
Apparently,
something here.
Tyler Huntley and
Murphy picked
Jalen.
a tie.
Apparently, Huntley and Jalen Waddle worked out this offseason, though.
Yeah. Can I do this? If Huntley plays, Dolphins. If anyone else plays, Titans.
I'll go Titans. An under. What's the under? 30.5.
36.5. These guys won't combine for 24 points.
No.
It'll be
So you're
10-7.
doing Dolphins with the asterisk of Tyler Huntley playing?
Yeah.
If Huntley plays, Dolphins. If Huntley does not play, I don't care. I don't care if they sign Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Give me the Titans.
I'm going Dolphins.
All right. We have a second Monday night game. You didn't know that, did you?
I saw it.
All right, never mind.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know how I feel about the 2 Monday. I have 2 TVs. So
I like a buy the hook here for -3 Lions. I'm gonna go Lions.
Seahawks at Lions. Seahawks, only undefeated team left in the whole NFL. So that's pretty cool for Mike
That's not
McDonald.
true.
That's actually 100% inaccurate. But Seahawks, Lions, 2-1 Lions, 3-0 Seahawks. Big game. You're going to take the Lions?
Yeah.
What do you got? I know what you want to do, but do you
I'm
have
gonna
the
buy the
balls to
hook.
do it?
I'm gonna buy the hook, and I think the line. I'm gonna go -3 on the Lions. But I think Lions win by double digits.
What do you think I want to do?
You want to take the Seahawks, but you're scared.
Seahawks.
I'm taking the Seahawks also. I think that the
Are you really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh fucking yeah. Gino and
like, I
DK
feel like-
are fucking ready. Kenneth
Yeah.
Walker's back, best running back in the
I feel
NFL.
like Waters got to get level here.
Yeah.
3-1.
That's not bad.
But I'll go Seahawks.
I'm taking the
I
Seahawks.
got Lions.
Anything else for this week? Any
Plus, the way he's looking, I might just do the opposite of him from now on.
It's not a bad fucking idea.
I got some trivia.
All right, let's knock it out.
So this is for
It doesn't feel like knocking it out.
most regular season wins by an active NFL head coach.
Most
Top
regular.
5.
Most.
Andy Reid.
He's won with 286. He's 4th overall.
Kyle Shanahan.
No.
He's got like 6.
Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin's 2nd, 182. He's tied for 13th overall.
Mike McCarthy.
3rd with 179. He's 16th overall.
John Harbaugh.
4th, 172. He's 20th all time.
We've actually done really well right here.
Number 5.
We got number 5. Okay. It's not Jim Harbaugh.
I'll put it this way: no other coach after number 5 is in the top 50 all time.
Sean Payton.
169. He's tied for 22nd.
Wow.
I think the next closest were Sean McVay and
Damn, Sean McVay already?
yeah, but he's not in the top 50 even. But he was 6th in active.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no other active head coaches even in the top 50 all
A
time.
lot of young league.
Yeah, young league.
Think about the
Bad
last
offenses, easy offenses. You're crying about cover 2. Fucking, let's start running the ball.
young league though, right?
Mhm.
Last Super Bowl champions, right? Andy Reid. Before that was it the Rams.
What's that?
Andy Reid twice. Pay attention.
Super Bowls.
Bucks? No, I want to say it was Rams before that.
It was the Rams.
Rams. So you have Sean McVay. There's a young coach. Okay. Then you have Andy Reid again.
Badass.
And then you have who was the Bruce Arians, old retired coach.
Badass.
Then you have all the Bill Belichick.
So you go
ones.
young or you go old fat ass is what you
Yeah. You have Pete Carroll. You have all the Bill Belichick ones. The old coaches are winning.
Yeah,
Fuck
because
these young
that's
coaches.
how football should be played.
Right.
I'm fucking calling tomorrow. Next year, if I'm Dallas, if I'm Jerry Jones and I have any sort of brain in my head, I call Michael Lombardi. He's my GM. I call Belichick and or Vrabel and say, one of you two want to coach the Dallas Cowboys with this guy as the GM, and we're going to fucking – I'll let you – you want to trade Dak? Imagine if Dallas traded Dak to the Panthers last year or 2 years ago, whenever it was, for Sam Darnold, and we were paying him whatever we're paying him. How many players would want to come play for us? And the team we'd have built around that guy, he can clearly throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But paid him $60 million. We're going to lose in the first or second round every playoff. So I wonder why that keeps happening.
I don't know.
because we couldn't sign Derrick Henry. Dak could have paid Derrick Henry's contract. That's what people don't understand. And they say, what do you mean? Well, if he takes $10 million less instead of 60, he wants 50. And even if he takes $8 million less and CD takes $2 million less, you have Derrick Henry on your team.
Mm-hmm.
That's how economics works. If I take your shirt, you don't have a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But that's, you have to dumb it down for these fucking
And I'm sure if
people.
Dak even would have taken like $7 million less, they would have fished out 3 more for Derrick Henry.
Yeah. Well, you would have. You know who I like a lot? Our special teams coach. That guy gets us ready all the time.
Our special teams.
That guy's awesome.
Our special teams is arguably the best special teams in the NFL.
That guy's awesome.
Kicker, punter, returner.
Kicker, punter are unbelievable, and returner, as you mentioned. Kicker, punter, holy hell.
That dude.
Anger can send a fucking ball.
Turpin is awesome.
Turpin's awesome. Brandon Aubrey's the best kicker ever.
But even that, he's not making those guys good at kicking.
No.
The onside kick recovery,
The shit he does
the
too
fake
is great.
punts, the blocks we had the last few years, that guy's awesome.
We, as a team, you look at it and go, special teams, we got it. We figured it out.
Right.
We got to figure out the rest.
You try to keep him.
We got to
he
figure
stays.
out head coach, DC, OC,
Owner,
O-line, D-line,
quarterback,
owner, quarterback,
Running back room.
the whole room.
the whole room.
They need to have a C4 in that room and just send Zeke and
They need to
Dowdle and
fumigate that
Deuce
room.
go in there, close the door, and just blow it to smithereens.
You know how like you found a roach, so you put the thing in you put the bug spray in your house, the bomb.
Boom! Right.
Yeah,
in
we
your
need to do
fucking
that,
bedroom.
but with C4, like you said.
Most
Send
playoff
some
wins
Muslim.
by an
Let's
active
wrap it up,
NFL
asshole.
coach.
Go ahead.
Most playoff wins by an active NFL coach. Top 5, there's 6 of them.
Andy
Jay,
Reid,
don't start rifling everybody's
Andy
name.
Reid's first with 26. He's second all time.
Sean Payton,
Fourth with 9. He's tied for 19th.
Mike Tomlin.
Tied for 5th with 8.
Jim Harbaugh,
He's tied for 24th all time.
John Harbaugh,
John Harbaugh's second with 12. He's tied for 8th all time.
So we have what?
You have Reid, Harbaugh, Peyton, and Tomlin.
Jim Harbaugh,
No.
Sean McVay.
He is just outside. He's 6th active with 7 wins. He's tied for 29th.
Mike
all time.
McCarthy,
Third with 11. He's tied for 11th.
Wow.
One more coach tied with Tomlin with 8 wins.
8 wins? It can't be Shanahan, is it?
Kyle Shanahan.
Wow. Good for Shanahan.
no Super Bowl though. Not
One
the
more
big
for
one.
you. Most rushing touchdowns by an active player.
Derrick Henry,
One with 94.
Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara.
Third with 58.
You're not going to get killed if you don't get. If you wait a second.
Sorry, third with 58 amongst Ezekiel Elliott.
Second with 72.
Bang, bitch. Bitch.
Josh Jacobs.
I like that guess.
I love that guy. I just love him. Guy's awesome.
Aaron Jones. I'm trying to guess like guys who've been around the league a little bit.
Saquon's been hurt too much, I feel. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been.
Nick Chubb. I mean, that guy should be on every list known to man. Who do we have?
Henry, Zeke, Kamara. Those are the top 3.
Henry, Zeke, and
Joe
Kamara.
Mixon.
Nope. He is 6 with 50.
David Montgomery.
No.
Come on, man. That guy's awesome.
Number 4 is 55, and number 5 is 53.
Don't say him.
I won't.
Don't even think about saying him. Don't even look at it.
I don't know how long these guys have been in the league is my problem.
Right. Jonathan Taylor?
No.
That was my guess. Cordero Patterson.
Nope.
Oh, I actually really like that guess.
Really? I was completely joking.
Sorry, let me look at the standings real quick just to do this.
Oh. Is Tevin Coleman still playing?
It wouldn't be on the list.
That guy's
It wouldn't be on
awesome.
the list even if he
One
was.
is not a running back.
I was going to say
Lamar
that.
Jackson.
No.
Josh Allen.
Josh
yeah.
Allen, 55.
Suck my fucking dick. Lamar Jackson. Get your fucking head out of your ass.
What a fucking play.
That guy, I'm telling you, man, you guys got to like watch every play from that guy's career. He is
so
fucking
there's one
awesome.
more running back?
Yeah. A sneaky one.
Sneaky, very
I was
sneaky.
shocked when I saw this, but I was
Sneaky
like, you
snap.
know what? He is a consistent.
Consistent. He's
running
James
back.
Conner.
James Conner.
Fuck you, bitch.
I love James Conner. Shane tried to trade for him from me today, and I looked. I'm like, bro, this guy gets 18 carries a game. He's not going any fucking where.
Nope.
You're gonna have to give me your fucking kids if you want that asshole.
You know, Shane tried to trade for fucking Cooper Cup today. I said, that guy got 27 targets week 1. Are you out of your mind? You don't have the minerals.
Yeah, that's where he got mad at me because I said, hey, Adrian, look at my team and see. And he's like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, you have Devon A-Chain and Stephon Diggs, and I don't want either of those players.
And I genuinely don't know if Christian McCaffrey will ever play again. And like you said, those two players, it's like, you got to give me a little more here, pal.
Well, and it's not even that, but like I look at it as in a way of how my does my team get better with Devon A-Chain? I have Josh Allen, Kenneth Walker, and James Conner. I'm okay without those. Tyreek Hill, Drake London, Zay Flowers, and T. Higgins. T. Higgins and Zay Flowers and Stephon Diggs are the same player.
Go look at my team.
Yeah, no, they're very good. I have. But I'm just saying, for my team, why would I want to trade him for Devon
I have
A-Chain?
Jayden Daniels, Alvin Kamara, Brees Hall, Marvin Harrison Jr., Cooper Kupp, Debo Samuel, Amari Cooper.
You had some nerve to rush me along, and this is what you two talk about.
Sorry.
Real quick, Danny changes his name every week in Ryan's league to the guy he's playing. 2 weeks ago, it was LaSmurf touches kids. About a guy in our league. What was it for Michael's?
Nick Pegs Michael.
Nick pegs Michael, and this week it's Adrian fucks animals, and Adrian changes to taking Danny's booty. So I like what's going on in this league right now.
I really, stepped some shit up here. I did Nick Pegs Michael, and Michael beat me by 1, and he did Michael Pegs Danny.
Yeah, those guys are good lads. Got anything else? Buy the Hook's coming right after this, so be ready for that. That's a 30-minute show, so you don't got to watch for very long.
And literally you go there, you watch it, and you win money.
It's an ATM machine, so just but
If
ATM
you don't
machines.
win money, comment, we'll send you the money.
Yeah, Danny will pay you
Right.
for everything he's lost to you.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Bill,
Up to $5.
yeah, there's fine print that you're not going to read because it's in Chinese.
Yeah.
And it's literally this big in the corner. You got anything else, Bill?
No.
Daniel?
No.
All right, we'll see you on By the Hook. Let's turn the records around. Let's get some fucking wins this week. Everyone, let's stay healthy. Let's get some better quarterback play. That's where we're going to end it on because we need those guys to
Go Notre Dame.